The Department of Colour Science at the University of Leeds has had extensive involvement with the fascinating unique field of colour science. The department predates its establishment home, as it was part of the original Yorkshire College, which only became the university in 1904. Close ties have been retained with historical connections, including the Worshipful Company of Clothworkers, the Worshipful Company of Dyers, the Society of Dyers and Colourists, and the Oil and Colour Chemists Association.
Clothworkers Company was formed 500 years ago. We've always had an interest in education. Our root trade is textiles, in particular cloth finishing. And in the mid-19th century, the company was very interested in supporting vocational education, really to ensure that the UK remained at the forefront of world trade. In 1873, we invested what was then quite a lot of money to establish what was called the Yorkshire College of Science, and that's now the University of Leeds. Our money went specifically to found two departments, textile industries and dyeing and tinctorial chemistry, and the latter is now known as the Department of Colour and Polymer Chemistry.
More than a century since its formation, the department remains the only one of its kind in Europe, and has built up a first-class reputation both for academic results and collaborative industrial research through knowledge transfer.
The Clothworkers Company is one of the longest standing benefactors of the University of Leeds. We make grants for equipment that the academics use in their research, bursaries for postgraduate students, scholarships for undergraduates, and also we back innovative ideas that have the ability and potential for commercial success.
Research carried out with a variety of industrial partners is a key element to the success of the department. It enables students to bring innovation to the real world and industry to have access to specialist skills and facilities, resulting in exciting developments in many different disciplines. The success of industrial collaborative research projects was highlighted in 2005 when grant funding enabled the establishment of the Digital Print Centre of Industrial Collaboration. The centre acts as a knowledge transfer portal between the university and industry and has won numerous innovation awards for collaborative activity, as well as an EU Registars Award in 2008. Over the years, the department has undertaken many successful joint research projects with a variety of industrial partners. One regular partner is Predating, a company responsible for quantum tunnelling composite, or QTC. This is an electrically conductive material developed to advance the capability of switching and sensing systems. The latest variant of QTC is a pressure switching and sensing ink technology widely used in a variety of applications including medical, robotics, games, mobile phones, tools and potentially others still evolving.
For some years now, Predating has had a strong connection with the University of Leeds, both with the Department of Colour Science and the Digital Print CIC. Both of those elements have given us a great advantage because they have the means and the capability that we need as a small company to take our piece of science much further than we can. Predating has a grant-aided student at the University of Leeds. He's in his first year of a 3.5-year PhD course. It's Sam Lawton, and his task whilst he's there is to meld the elements of chemistry, physics and electronics that are needed to understand our inks in far more detail so that we can meet the requirements of our customers.
The overall aim of the project is to statistically model the interactions between chemical components in terms of these and other properties, ultimately relating to the electrical touch sensing behaviour of printed sensors. This level of understanding will allow for less time-consuming and less costly formulation of QTC inks in the future to meet Predating's customer requirements.
The Department of Colour Science at the University of Leeds gives us expertise and equipment that we couldn't normally afford. The digital print CIC gives us a fast track into industry and a commercial connection that, again, for a company this size, is second to none.
Another collaborative research project with GlaxoSmithKline is using colour science to look at a new way of delivering vaccines and treatments for migraines, Alzheimer's and cancer-related symptoms. This considers the way rhinitis symptoms like nasal congestion, inflammation and allergy are usually treated through a product such as a nasal spray, which can provide quick relief as the nasal mucosa that covers a large surface of the nasal cavity is a good recipient for the spray. Céline Barbier's work aims to improve the influences on the spray properties and deposition within the nasal cavity through such methods as spraying dyed suspensions into a model of a nasal cavity with the help of a pneumatic actuation station and observing where they settled. Ultimately, the project aspires to help the understanding of pharmaceutical formulations and what happens when they are sprayed, helping to design products that more efficiently reach the best areas within the nasal cavity for a specific treatment. A further industrial partner is the Rydell Group, which offers a wide range of marketing products and solutions specialising in design, plastic print, finishing, warehousing and distribution. The two main product lines are horticultural labels and plastic cards for clients such as B&Q and Homebase.
Rydell and the Department of Colour Science have collaborated on a project focused around producing printed plastic electronics using UV litho onto plastic substrate. Every year, Rydell allocate a certain amount of their budget towards developing new products in order to achieve a sustainable business. In this case, we've UV litho printed a base electrode on top of which a conductive polymer is applied. This is then connected to a specialised electronic circuit that can detect volatile chemicals much in the same way that the human nose works.
As part of the project, research assistant Fengbing Wang visited Rydell to test the printed sheets for quality when the printing operation was taking place. Here at the press inspection table, the uniformity of the print registration is checked, along with the electrical properties of the printed electrodes. At the University of Leeds, the sheets of electrodes are then cut, fabricated into a form that can fit into an electronic nose instrument, and the polymeric coating is spun on to create a sensor. Feng Bin formulated and applied different conductive polymer coatings to sense predetermined volatiles.
Rydell Group have benefited tremendously from collaborating with the Department of Colour Science. They've given us access to a range of resources and capabilities that we would not have or develop in-house due to time and cost. This allows us to access new markets, develop new products in a much more effective fashion. In return, we can offer them access to a commercial operation, making it a true win-win scenario.
We greatly value the work that Colour and Polymer Chemistry at Leeds does. It's a true world leader, held in very high regard globally. And whilst it's still very involved in the traditional science of dyeing for textiles, and textiles is still a huge industry worldwide, it's also very involved in a number of very exciting new areas. So for example, using dyes to treat cancer, high security printing to combat fraud, ophthalmic lenses, food colorants, etc., etc. We think Colour at Leeds has got a brilliant future ahead of it, and we're very proud to be able to support it.
So what do the students undertaking study and research at the Department of Colour and Polymer Science say about their own experiences with the department and the university?
Well, I mainly came to the University of Leeds because it has an excellent reputation for teaching, research, ties with industry, and it has an excellent reputation for sports at a very high level.
The Department of Colour Science has a good reputation in terms of teaching and research, and they have good facilities in terms of laboratories and libraries.
Color Science in China has a high reputation, and the researchers here are very interesting, applicable, and commercial, which relate to my future job.
Most of the projects that they do, they are related to the industry, and they do practical science, and that gives the students an opportunity for good employment.
I think the key strengths of the department at Leeds are cutting edge research, great links to the industry, and because of the smaller class sizes we have a greater degree of personal interaction with the academics.
When you get into this field at this university, you get this kind of professors which have the global exposure, who have done research on the global level.
I found the academics very easy to approach at Leeds. They're all very enthusiastic about what they teach, and it comes across a lot in the lectures. It makes it a lot easier to understand when they're passionate about the subject.
To me, the color science is more like a family. People here are very nice. That's really, really important to a foreigner.
When I moved into the University of Leeds, the Color Science department, the people, they guided me as to how the entire course module will be. They helped me out with my accommodation, they helped me out with all my daily chores that I'll be doing, what my regular cost will be, and everything. It's just like you are in just another home, just another home.
I would recommend studying colour science at the University of Leeds because it's actually the only colour science department anywhere, and it's what started the University of Leeds. There's so much colour science jobs available, and I actually got a job within the first year of me graduating.
I'm looking forward to being a polymer chemist in the future, and I think that this course is giving me the platform to reach for whatever I want.
I would recommend the University of Leeds, and especially the Department of Colour Science, to international students and to anybody who wishes to study colour science or a related area, because of the standard of teaching and the level of professionalism that I have seen for myself in the department and in the university. Leeds is a good place. So the university is quite nice and is ranked high in the UK, and globally it has a good reputation of teaching and research.
The entire experience of studying at University of Leeds, in simple words, it's really amazing. At academic level, I'm on par with the global standards, and in terms of the city, I'm really satisfied with the people. They're really friendly. The entire city is really very beautiful. The life is simple, it is easy, and it's just simply amazing for me.
Studying colour science at the University of Leeds has been an amazing experience. Just the smile on my face when I graduated, I think, said it all. I've enjoyed joining societies and studying here. It's amazing facilities, getting to know my friends, my lecturers. The city centre is just amazing. It's just a stone throw away from the university campus, actually. It's been really, really, really worthwhile.